happening? Turbo Toys here, but you can call me Turbo, and today we are going to be taking a look back at the WWE Mattel Retro Line Series 2, and we're going to start with none other than the People's Champion, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Now this set is very Attitude Era heavy, which I love. Mattel Retros of course being a nod back to the WWF Hasbro line. We have of course a lot of companies doing the same kind of style now, which is great to see. But we've got 6 in this set, and like I said before, these wrestlers all feature heavy around the late 90s in the Attitude Era. And I like to think that if Hasbro continued to make the line, then we would have had something like these figures. So big shouts to Mattel, because in my opinion, they're keeping with the theme, especially on this series. So let's get started with The Rock, let's get him out of the card, and onto the stand, and let's see what we're working with. Okay, so looking at the Brahma Bull on the stand, you can definitely tell this is The Rock. It has everything, all the characteristics you'd need to be a Rock figure. It's a standard look and attire, but let's break some of this down. Right, taking a look at the head scan. Now this is a classic look for The Rock, displaying his trademark sideburns and of course, the people's eyebrow. Also, one thing is that Mattel have kind of made these scans a bit more cartoony, and I guess that's to keep up with the theme of the Hasbros, which that is a detail that I love because I feel that these will just slot into your Hasbro collection, and we'll test that out a bit later. It's good to see that they've added the classic Brahma Bull tattoo decal. I really like the body mould used for this figure too, because Mattel have always been guilty, especially with earlier Rock figures, of making him look a bit too muscly, so this is a really believable look, and he also has the 2 elbow pads. Right, now as we move down to the trunks, now this attire is pretty much the same as what he wore at Mania when he went up against Hogan, with the back displaying the big gold Brahma Bull design, and the front of the trunks displaying the Rock logo, also in gold. And not that I would hold it against them, but Hasbro might use the generic mould for the lowers, whereas Mattel, they featured the Rock's trademark boots with the cutaways, and then they finished it off with some black knee pads. As we take a look at the articulation, now this Rock figure features 4 points of articulation, starting with the head, which can fully rotate. He also has a waist swivel where again you can get a full 360-degree rotation. And then he has his Gorilla Press slam action to finish. It's quite funny because on the front of the packaging they're calling this the Rock Bottom. And as you can see, it's nothing like a Rock Bottom, but we'll let them off. So if you've never owned a retro before and you're wondering if they scale up with older Hasbro figures, the answer is yes. And not only can you recreate dream matches, but also these figures would not look out of place in your Hasbro collection. So my final thoughts on this figure. Now I love the expression, good colours for the attire, great expression that I'd want from a Rock figure. I think the only thing that I might change, and it's not really a problem, but I would have liked to have seen the clothesline style action. I think that might have looked better for a Rock Bottom, but I'm not really complaining because I think the figure's pose actually looks really good. But I hope you enjoyed this figure opening as much as I did. Have you got this figure or are you looking to get him? If so, what do you think of him? Let me know in them comments below. But from this retro WWE Mattel Series 2 figure, that's going to do it for this one. If you smell what the Rock is cooking. So if you enjoyed what you see, then please be sure to give this video a like, comment and subscribe. Why not tickle that little notification bell and come and join me on all the other socials at Turbo Toys. And until that next video, I will see you when I see ya.